Do you want to catch a big fish when fishing? Stay tuned because this video is for you.
Fisherman Max float. So as a drone owner, it's very important to read the manual before flying your drone. And let's see what's inside the box. So before that, I'm just gonna quickly show you how sturdy this carry box is. Alright, let's turn this big boy around. So the dimensions for this drone carrying case, it actually fits in your hand carry when you travel via plane. This is the SwellPro Fisherman Max. The carry case itself is very sturdy, solid and rigid. So it's made especially for traveling. That's our drone. So we'll go through this one by one. I'm gonna show you the parts inside the drone. So we've got here the battery, that's the drone. And we'll put them outside the box one by one. Welcome to the SwellPro Fisherman Max FD2 review, guys. So when you're out there fishing, do you often ask yourself, if only I could cast further, like in the deeper water, I'll do that. So if you had that question in mind, this video is for you. And also if you're new to the channel, click subscribe so you will be updated each time I post new videos using this drone. After that, we will also do a flight test in the next videos. We're gonna put some heavier baits. For anyone who owns a drone, it is very important to know the rules and regulations in your countries. The following regulations that I will be discussing is from CASA, or Civil Aviation Safety Authority. Number 1, they said you do not need an RPL or recreation pilot license for drones that weighs less than 25 kilos. Also, you cannot fly the drone at night. Drone maximum altitude is default to 120 meters or 400 feet. So in this case, they've already set that one up, so you can't change that. You can only operate one drone at a time. And also you need to be respectful to other people as well. You need to be away from them. I think it's 30 meters distance away from other people. So if you're in the public beach, make sure you are isolated, because this is a heavy drone. This is not a toy. So if this falls to someone, it's gonna cause massive damage. Also, you cannot fly near airports within 5.5 kilometer radius restrictions. And also, like what I said, rules and regulations differ from country to country. So we are in Australia, this is our rules here. We're gonna take this drone out of the box. I have 2 batteries here. I brought this one as an extra one, and I also have a spare prop. So that's additional around nearly $500. For this extra prop, that's 2 props and extra battery. The battery, compared to other SwellPro drones, this one is bigger, more heavier, or the nominal voltage is 22.2 volts. Maximum charge voltage is 25.2 volts. Rated capacity is 4,500 mAh. This is the battery is really big. If you can compare my hand with the battery, it's really bulky. So this tabs here has an indicator. The yellow color there, it says it's unlocked. So if you lock that, you just press the tab like so. So that's how you will know if it's locked or not. So this one here is a bit, yeah, they're pretty solid. And here's the second battery. And this is where you will find the serial number. Later on, we will discuss how to charge the battery. That's your drone. I'll just put this one in one side first. And I've got some stuff here in the bag. It's the set of propellers that came with the box. That's 4. And we've got the remote control here. It's really good. It feels light and it's big. And that's just a cell phone holder. What else is in here in the box? The power charging cable. And that's just your lanyard to hold the remote control. And here, that's our charger. Alright, there's nothing else left here. So basically that's all what's inside the box. So we'll put this box aside. And now we're looking at the camera. It actually has one axis gimbal, so it actually just goes up and down. It's not the typical type of cameras that you use with your DJI drones. It has many axes. It goes like that for smoother videos. So this one is actually just for fishing, just to see your target fish and to see your baits being dropped as well. Some drones do not have camera at all. So this one here is the cover. We'll just take this off. So being a single axis, it goes up and down like that. Yeah, and here at the bottom, it has 3 buttons. That's a photo, /down, OK, record, and the settings button as well. And it has a USB card slot here. So take that tab. Then that's where you will put your USB and your SD card. So I think it's using an older USB port as well. So make sure you close that tightly because it's supposed to be waterproof. And we're just gonna take this off. That's the code. And as you can see here, and it also has a solid legs. It's made of clear coated fiber arm. These are the legs connected between the joints with a rubber material, and it's fixed there with a hex screw. It's very solid, you guys. Very solid. And the motor uses a screw-on propeller system for power and torque. Look how big is that, guys, that motor. So the parts are all waterproof here. The motor here has aluminium bottom here, this one, and it has a heat sink as well to dissipate heat. So each motor is labeled A and B. So this one is A and the other one is B. So when you secure this with your propeller, it's just being hand tightened. Look how big this propeller is, guys. It's massive. And the material is really made of solid materials. You can't flex or bend that. It's very solid. So this one here has the red dot, which will go to this motor with a red dot as well. So yeah. So it actually has like a square thing there, so that should go that way. Then you just hand tighten that. So when you are screwing that propeller, make sure you support the bottom of the motor so it doesn't get damaged. Yeah, so that's one side there. Make sure it's not wobbling or something. Yeah, feels really solid. So as you can see, this one has letter A in there, and the motor says letter A as well, and it has the same orange dot. And let's go to the other motor. So when you extend the arm of your drone, make sure it's faced this way. So this is the front, it has letter F, and rear for the R. So you do the bottom arm first, then you do the top arm, because if you don't do that, this is what's gonna happen. Let's say it's like that. If I put this one out first, your bottom arm can't go out. So it's always good to extend the bottom first, and then you do the top one. So make sure all the sides are open with yellow tabs. So it's currently unlocked. So that's all the tabs closed now. The only thing I find to close it is very hard. Maybe because I don't have enough strength on my left hand because of my surgery. So yeah, we just put the battery there and it looks like that. Look how solid that one, guys. So with this arm here, you just hand tighten that like so. And this actually has an arrow how to tighten that. So just follow the symbols there. So I find this battery easy to fit, but the other one is really difficult because it has more harder tabs to push and it's more gap. I don't know why, what happened. So this one here, like that. As well. So it's solid as. So when it comes to your antennas, this is your antenna. You can actually lock that like that. And the other one as well. So if your drone is flying underneath you, if you are up on the cliff or in the mountain, this antenna should be up like that, so it's gonna transmit the signal and you're not gonna lose reception. But for the most part, you're gonna be fishing on the beach. I would just put that like that in an angle, maybe 30 degrees. And this one too. Okay. So the reason for that, actually, according to SwellPro, if you're standing directly below the drone, there's actually a blind spot for, I think, 30 to 45 degrees. So it's always good for your drone to take off away from you. So you're gonna be staying either on the left hand side or on the right hand side of your drone, so you won't lose any reception. If you look at it on the top view, it looks like that. It's such a solid drone. It's very gigantic, it's very heavy. It has longer arms compared to other drones as well, of SwellPro. Of course, it has longer propellers. And more solid. So you need to be very careful when handling this drone, because like what I said, it can cause serious injury to other people, especially in the beach, or don't ever fly this in your neighborhood. We've turned the drone over. This is how it looks like. So that's your power button. So how you turn on the drone is to 2 clicks, click and then long press, and that's your bait release mechanism. And this is the camera. Also, this one here on each arms, it actually has a LED lights. So when you turn the drone on, it's gonna light LED light. And you can also put 2 baits on this one. So that's your payload A, payload B. So you can drop 2 baits. And this one here is aluminum plate that actually releases heat really quickly, and it has vents there as well. So the hex screw that this came with is the ones that you're gonna use to open this if you need to do that. But I would just send it to SwellPro for maintenance. And with your antenna, it has the 5.8G and the 2.4G there as well. And this is our remote control. It's pretty nice and light. So it has your controls here, your up button for your camera and the down button for your camera as well. So this remote is very easy to use, especially for fishermen. Fisherman Max drone is made especially for fishermen who are not drone pilots. So as fishermen, we don't want to play around with a lot of toggles, a lot of buttons here. So this remote control has been made especially for us to not complicate things. So to start with, it says here, thank you for using SwellPro products. Before your first flight, please read user manuals, blah blah blah. And there's also a QR code that you need to scan. Once you scan this, it's gonna bring you to support.swellpro.com. This is where you can actually download your FD Fly app. So let's take this one off. Before we do that, we're just gonna download the Fly app Pro. So we have downloaded the Fly app Pro and it looks like this. So it's still disconnected from my drone. So we just put that one there. Then we're just gonna remove this one. So this is your antenna. That's the 2.4G right there. So put that one up, and your 5.8G antenna as well. So when you're flying your drone, you don't want to put this. You don't want to put your antenna like this because it has lesser reception. What I was told by SwellPro is to put it like this, and then that's gonna ensure you got maximum reception and less signal loss with your drone. So here's the sticks that makes your drone up, down, and then this one here, it will move your drone forward, backwards, left or right. So the buttons are here. It's your photo, your preview, and your video. This is your payload, off, payload A, and then payload B. And the other one here is your return to home. Once the bait has been dropped, click return to home. So this button here is for your GPS, cruise, and your ATTI. GPS is the most safest way of flying your drone. Cruise is, it's like the car. If you set it on cruise on a certain speed, it's gonna maintain that, but you need to watch where your drone is going, otherwise you're gonna crash your drone. ATTI, it will give you maximum speed of your drone, but it doesn't have the GPS connection. So again, it's more dangerous as well if you can't see your drone. If you're not comfortable flying your drone, I would recommend just to put it on the GPS mode. So before flying your drone, make sure all these buttons are set to up. And then these are your joysticks. This is your power button. And if you notice what this thing is, this is actually for your cell phone holder. So it's just gonna screw in there like so, and then you can put your phone here. That one extends as well. So unfortunately you can't use your iPad because this is just for your cell phone. So you might wonder why we're using cell phones. You thought it has a built-in screen. So later on we will discuss why this is important. This one here has a groove that has to go with this one, so I wonder it's not coming. It doesn't do its thing, so you just have to do it that way. No, that's nice and tight. We'll try to put ourselves in there. Just gonna extend like that. Lock your phone. And yeah. And looking at the screen here, it can actually be adjusted depending on the brightness of the sun. You can tilt that one like so. So this one here has buttons as well. This is for your power, your magnification, and this one here is for your CH menu and the band right up there. And if you open this plastic tab here, this is where you can see your USB. So try not to pinch this or punch this with scissors or anything sharp, because it's gonna damage your rubber. So just get something blunt to open this one up. It's just, I think this is your charger here. Let's have a look. I'll just open it with this one. So that is just your USB Type-C connection there. I'm not gonna close it because I'm gonna charge this one later on together with the battery. So here at the back, one good thing here that they put this one here, because if you put your remote control there, it's not gonna damage underneath. SwellPro has also provided us with this lanyard where you can connect your remote control there. So you can actually put this one here at the bottom of your cell phone holder, like so. Then you can just put that around your neck. So you don't want to put this on the sand, or just to prevent any sand particles. Although this is sandproof or waterproof, I wouldn't do that. And this actually came with our pack. This is actually the one that you will use to tighten your props, your propellers. And it also comes with your screw, hex screwdriver, and our USB cable. It's a USB-C cable, like that. So this is the one that you will use here to charge your remote control. Then I will show you later on how we can charge the battery, remote control together. Then before we fly, we just have to register our drone with SwellPro for warranty purposes. You don't want to fly your drone against the rules and regulations for warranty with SwellPro. You can see all the information in your user manual. They will say there, what's covered in the warranty and whatnot. And it's very important to use this manual as your reference at all times. So before we fly the drone, just register that again. Register your drone with SwellPro, put in the serial numbers and all that in your email. I just want to discuss this again with you, just to be clear. So this is the key for your props. Sometimes your hands, are very slimy, very fishy, very sandy as well. So you don't want to touch this with your bare hands, because you can't have a grip on that one. So I'll just tighten that again and show you how it works. So it says here for your A, which is this one, A. To loosen this is just clockwise, like that. And then to tighten it is just counterclockwise. The directions are there anyway. So very important, do not lose this key. So I would put a string, maybe put a string here. So It's always with me when I travel. Alright, so that's easy. Now let's go to the battery components on how to charge your drone and your remote control. So this is our drone charger. It has a few components. So this is your main charging box. So it has the stop button, the minus sign and the plus sign, and then the enter start. It actually comes with your DC input, which is 11 to 18 volts. And this one here is your retractable battery pins. I thought you need to remove this, but it's actually a retractable. So it's spring loaded, so you don't have to remove this. So the purpose for this is for protection from water, from sand. So this is how I would do it. So red to red, put it there, and then black to black. And this is your balance socket as well. So 2 to 6S, and the temp, and then the PC link, and then the 5 volts charger for the remote control. So your USB cable that comes with your drone goes like this. And then charge it to your remote control. So that's the USB-C, which we will do now. With USB-C, it's okay, there's no correct placement because it's gonna charge both ways. It'll work that one. And this one here goes here. So just look for this tab here. It's gonna be your guide, so you don't put that incorrectly. Just like that. Then this one goes straight to your charger. And this is your power cord cable. This one goes to your wall socket, power point, and this one connects here. It's easy. So that's your on and off button. One good feature of this charger is that it has a fan built into that. So it's gonna dissipate all the heat, which is a safety feature. So let's put this in our battery. So like what I mentioned earlier, when you charge this battery, you charge it here. So it has a tab there, if you see that one, and that plastic there. So it just goes together. So it's very easy. Yeah, very easy to put. And we're ready to charge. So it takes about 90 minutes for each battery to charge. This one, remote control, charges very quick. So I just turn it on. So it says LiPo balance charge 6.5A and 22.2 volts. That's the current charge of our battery. So the thing with this is you need to actually match this 6.5A to your battery. So our battery says 4500 mAh, so that's 4.5A. So we're just gonna reduce that. So it says here LiPo balance 6.5A, So we're gonna put that to 4.5A, which is for the 4500 mAh. So that one. Enter. So confirm, that's 6S, and then we'll just confirm by pressing enter. So now it's charging to 4.5A because the default is 6.5, which is higher. So if you can hear that weird noise from the charger, it's actually the fan working. Just intermittently turning on and off by itself. So that's how it looks like when it's charging. And as for the remote control, you can see the green light is on. That means that's fully charged. That was really quick. So let's just leave this while charging. Then we'll come back to our drone. If you wonder what's this thing that came together with your drone, so this is actually your breather valves. They've given us, SwellPro has given us extra breather valves. It's this thing right here, this one. It actually balances the pressure inside your drone and the outside, and also it prevents water from coming inside. So it's just one-way valve. It just lets the air come up or the pressure come out of your drone. So this is your spare ones. So it goes like that. This one goes in there. This one goes like that. And then you just replace your valve breather. So that's the purpose for that one. Later on we're gonna remove the battery so we can charge it there. And now the last box that we have here is the one that makes our drone waterproof, because it's gonna float when you accidentally land in the water. So the parts are all the same for each arms, I mean. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so it's looking like that. So you can put that interchangeably. It comes with, it's very light, feels really light. It comes with a rubber band, which you can actually take off. You can remove this rubber band. This is how to remove it. Open a tab and then just gently pull it towards the side and it's gonna open up. Then you can put that on your arm. Let's start with this one. This one with a flat surface area actually goes underneath your motor. That's how you will find the right placement. So at first it feels really hard to put it in, but you'll get the hang of it. So just be careful when you tighten that, so it's gonna look like that. So it's really bulky and massive. So that's one side done, and we'll do the rest as well. So it's gonna look like that. Look how massive that drone is after we put the float. So we're just gonna keep this box so we can store our float after use. Look at that. It's so chunky. And the arm is like 10 inches longer than other drones. So I'll try to remove the battery so I can charge it as well. So when you try to put the battery on and off, just make sure not to push it down too hard, because it's gonna damage the legs as well. So just hold it on the sides like here just to support the drone. Removal is easier, but to put it on is a bit harder, more difficult. So to remove the battery, just try to wiggle it around. Let's turn on the remote control. This is my first time to turn this on. It's actually saying it's green. I just wanna see if it's 100%. You can hear that beep. Yeah. So when it does that, meaning there's no signal, it's not connected to your aircraft. So this is the battery level here. It says fully charged. I'm just going to turn this off again. So when it's done charging, we're just gonna turn on our drone for the first time and connect it to the FD Fly app. And we're just gonna check the current charge for the battery is 25.13 volts. So the charger will just stop charging when the battery is full. Now it shows that the battery has been fully charged. Then we're just gonna change it to the other battery. So that says 25.20 volts. Just gonna swap it over to the next battery. Take the one off. And let's put the other one. To press stop. And then enter. Confirm. Yes. It's gonna charge. Okay, so everything's charged up now. The drone and the remote control. And what I'm gonna do here is to search for the FD Fly app. It says disconnected. So I will turn on the remote. Yeah. So press twice. 1, 2.
Aircraft connected. GPS.
So straight away it's connected to the remote control. As you can see here, that's the image that the camera captures. So now we're gonna connect this. It says disconnected. We'll click on that. So that's connected. So we don't have any satellite here because we're inside the house. So the default camera setting is 2.7K by 60 frames per second. We can always change that setting in our camera there. So that one there is G. It's your GPS. Then your cruise
mode.
and your ATTI.
ATTI mode.
So I'm just gonna put the switches back.
Cruise GPS mode.
Hey, what's up everyone? And here we are on the beach now with our beast SwellPro Fisherman Max. It's currently 4:30 in the evening. It's nearly nighttime, so I'm in a hurry to actually set up my drone.
Aircraft unlocked.
Look at the sound of that thing, guys. I'm gonna be making series of videos of this drone, guys. Hopefully we can catch a fish.